Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Kris and Jacki from my girlfriend's quilt shop, and in this lesson we're going to be talking about making that first fabric cut.
That is so exciting because that is the one thing that really stood out to me in the purchase of this machine, because I love to do applique. I love to do it with fabric.
Yes. So, and it really is so easy to do. So let's go ahead and get you started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to use the fabric mat.
Right.
Why is that?
Because it is the stickiest mat.
It is.
And you really want to adhere that fabric to the mat and not have it move.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got the fabric mat in front of us, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove the plastic sheet covering. Okay,
Make sure you don't throw it away.
No, that is your protective cover. You definitely don't want to throw that one away. All right, and you can see that this is very, very tacky, isn't it?
Yes,
okay,
and it will hold that really well.
Exactly what we want. So, Jacki, if we're doing an applique, most likely we're going to want to put something on the back of it.
Yes,
What do you
are
recommend?
going to definitely want a fusible webbing on the back of that. It can be any product. There's heat and bond, there's Steam-A-Seam, there's all different brands.
All kinds of, any kind of fusible
Gentle
is going to work.
Fuse.
Oh yeah,
Gentle
Misty Fuse.
Misty
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, I can name quite a few of them.
Now, a lot of those would be items that you would use if you were doing like an applique that you're going to sew.
Right.
But what if you're going to do an applique that you are just putting onto a project, no sewing?
Then I would do the heaviest, which is a Heat and Bond Ultra.
Yes.
So then there will be no sewing, and it will just make those edges nice and crisp without fraying.
Right.
So if it's a no-sew project, I definitely would use that heavier weight. And Kimberbell Pro would also be in that same.
The Bond Pro?
Bond Pro.
Yeah.
The Bond Pro would also be in that category as well.
That would be great for like
if you're doing patches.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So you would want a little bit heavier.
Okay.
But we're going to just do an applique for fabric. So we're going to use Heat and Bond Light is what we're going to use.
Perfect. And the way that, Jacki and I, through a lot of trial and error, what we've come to both agree on is when we are cutting out fabric, we like to have the fabric side down.
Yes, we do. So the reason for that is I think we learned the hard way.
Yes.
If you put the paper side on this sticky mat, that is going to rip that paper, and you're going to have a big mess on your mat. And so you want to avoid doing that. So just a couple things. I always like to leave my paper on.
I do too.
So there you can take the paper off if you'd like, but I really like having the paper on.
Okay, so show us what we're doing
We have
today.
already put we've put our Heat and Bond Light on the back side of our fabric.
Okay.
And like we said, we don't want to do it. We don't want to put our mat, put it on the mat this way. We want to put fabric side down. Okay. And we can put that anywhere on this mat.
That's one of the things I love about ScanNCut is we can scan the mat.
Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of put that in there. I'm going to use my brayer.
Okay.
And I'm going to just make sure that is adhered to that mat and it's not going anywhere. Okay. And I love this tool because it's not going to go anywhere.
And you can kind of do a little, peel this up in the corner to make sure that that's what you're looking for stick.
And I think it looks perfect.
Okay.
All right, so now we are ready to cut a design on this fabric.
All right, so let's load it into the machine.
We're just going to use a built-in design from the machine, which that's another really key feature about the ScanNCut is it comes with a lot of
hundreds and hundreds
inside. You don't even have to go anywhere else for designs. You can actually use them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead. We will load our mat. And the nice thing about this is that the machine knows exactly this auto blade is perfect. I don't have to do any settings or anything. So this auto blade is pretty awesome. So I'm going to just let's just find a fun design. Let's just maybe do a flower. I love flowers.
Okay.
So we're going to choose any of these flowers. Look at all of these flowers we have that we can do. and leaves and all kinds of stuff. But let's just go ahead and we'll choose this one right here.
Okay.
And then we can go ahead and do whatever size we want. So we can, let's do a 4-inch.
Okay.
I'm going to just use this plus arrow, plus minus, up to 4. And you can set this. You can hold it down.
I love this because these are all scalable graphics.
Yes. So then you can choose any size, and it goes probably down to 1 inch all the way up to 12-inch, depending on what you're going to do. So once I've set my size, then I push OK.
Okay.
All right, there it is. I'm going to push OK again. I'm going to set it. There's my design. Okay, and there's my design on my mat.
On your mat.
Okay.
But how do we know where the fabric is?
Exactly, you don't. So that's what this this is what I love about this machine as well. Is I'm going to push this little button here, and it's going to scan that fabric for me.
Okay.
It's going to scan what I've got on my mat. So it's recognizing.
You know what's so great about this, Jacki, is because this is the perfect way to use your fabric scraps.
Yes, absolutely, because you can use any size, and you can determine where and what to cut. So don't throw your stuff out.
No.
You keep those small pieces so
Yes.
that you can use them.
Definitely.
Now, if you can see here, you can kind of see the outline of what I just scanned.
Yes, there's your fabric.
Yes, you can also darken that a little bit if you want to, or lighten it by using this button right here.
Yeah,
in the
depending on the
settings.
color of your fabric, it's going to show differently.
Yeah,
isn't
I'm going
it?
to go the darkest just because you can see it.
Yeah.
So you can change that before you scan it.
Okay.
So now I can actually see right here where my fabric is on my mat, and you can and see that my flower is not attached.
Right.
I mean, it's going.
We don't want to cut there.
No, absolutely not. So I am going to just use my stylus and just move it onto my fabric. Now I could put it in the center if I wanted to, but I also could put it anywhere on this piece of fabric.
Yeah.
But I'm going to conserve and just do it in the upper corner. So once I'm happy with that, then I can go ahead and push OK. Then I can please select. I want to cut it. Now, but before I do that, okay, so this also poses a question.
Okay.
Okay, if I cut this out, it's going to not cut on the right.
Oh,
because it's going to be reversed.
Yes, it is reversed. So
but there's a way.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back.
So the thing to remember is if it's important that it's in the right direction, especially if you're doing machine applique.
Yes.
Absolutely. You've got to make sure it's in the right position. If it's something that you're just adding a bunch of flowers to a bag, for example, it really wouldn't matter. No. But let's pretend that this does matter.
It does because the petals are not exactly uniform.
Exactly.
So it would make a difference if I was going to embroider this.
Exactly.
So I'm going to go, before I go to cut, I'm going to go to Edit, Object Edit, and then this little button here in the center, this is Mirror Image.
Yes.
So I'm going to push this, and it's actually going to change and flip my design so that it's the opposite.
Yes, perfect.
So that way, it will be just perfect in placement if that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
So now I'm okay. I'm going to push OK. I'm going to push OK again.
It's nice to know that it's never too late to go back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once you hit cut, and the machine starts, then it's kind of too late.
Yeah.
But before then, it's not. I'm going to push OK because I know that my design is exactly the way I want it.
Perfect.
And we are going to cut it out now. But before we do, we're going to show you that you can actually do a test cut.
I love this feature.
Yes, because it will actually test if it's going to cut all the way through, which is
before you get into your project and then find out it didn't work.
So we can push test, and we're going to push start, and the machine is just going to cut just a tiny little triangle that will let us know if we have the right. If it's the right depth. So there, it made our little cut. We're going to show you we're going to use our weeding tool, and we're going to just kind of see if that comes off and see if it cuts all the way through.
And it did.
How did we do? It worked out great.
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay, so now I know I don't need to make any more adjustments.
Okay.
I can take it back to my mat.
Mm-hmm.
My ScanNCut. I'm going to load it again.
Now, testing isn't something we have to necessarily do on every project.
No.
It's sometimes nice, especially if you're just doing a new medium or using a new blade or something that you're not sure. Always do a test cut.
Yes.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do a test.
Mm-hmm.
You can make necessary adjustments, but because this is an automatic
auto blade,
mm-hmm. you don't really have to do a whole lot. No. I have not yet had to do much.
That's awesome.
Adjusting with what the materials that I've been using.
Love the auto blade.
So at this point, I can say we don't want to test again. So we will go.
There we go.
Now it's just going to go ahead and cut for us. Because we've already tested it,
mm-hmm.
and we know that it's just perfect. And there we go.
Oh.
And it's so quiet, and
it is so quiet.
And I love how nice, and it just
so smooth.
Goes smooth like butter.
Yes, I love it.
All right, and that's it. I'm going to push OK, take it off.
Woo.
And here we go. Now this is going to be
This is exciting.
It's exciting.
Okay, let's see.
We're going to use our spatula, and we'll kind of peel that up. And that's pretty sticky.
That is sticky.
That really worked really well. But this is my favorite part.
Look at that.
I'm going to carefully take this off.
I actually find it easier to remove the outside of the applique first.
Yes. Yeah. So that is really
Boy, maybe we didn't even need to use the brayer on that
one. I know.
I
didn't need to.
Yeah.
All right, so now there's our shape. Look how nice and clean cut that is.
Love it.
So now I'm just going to use my blade.
Just do a little wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And I really don't want to distort my applique. So I want to be really careful when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I will kind of pull it up a little bit at a time. Wiggle underneath there. And then it is ready for us to go. So then all I will have to do is to get ready to use it, I'll take the paper off, and there is
I love it.
There's our adhesive
back. My goodness, and look at all these cute flowers that you've already cut out, Jacki.
Yeah, so I could do them all sizes and use the same shape, but just do different sizes.
Wow. I love this. This is so much fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, and the thing is, Jacki, you could use different pieces of fabric all on the same mat at the same time.
Exactly.
And cut them all in different places,
exactly.
too. Okay.
So whatever size, you can cut them a 2x2, you can cut them a 4x4, put them all on your mat,
love it.
Size them all differently, and then cut them all out at once. And you can actually adhere those to bags. You could put that on clothing. You could do
so many things.
Lots of fun stuff.
All right, guys. So your homework assignment, your challenge, if you will, is to cut your first piece of fabric.
Yes.
Or your second or your third or your 17th or 100th.
Yes, exactly. Right? We want you to cut fabric, all kinds of fabric.
And of course, we want to see your pictures and see what you're making with fabric. So be sure and head on over to our Friends of My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop Facebook page and use the hashtags My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop as well as ScanNCut MGQS so that we can all be excited for you and continue to cheer you on and be inspired by what everyone's making.
I can't wait to see all of your creations.
Absolutely. All right. Super excited about that. Today we talked about fabric. How about the next time we do felt?
I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
All right. Let's do it. See you next time.